over. But we're still gonna make this fucking TikTok because fuck all that noise. Yes, this TikTok will be made from my deathbed. So, at the beginning of 2022, I put myself on a 90-day probation of not talking to anyone. No dating apps, nothing. So, of course, the universe had to send me a fucking life lesson. A life lesson to remind me that I'm doing exactly what I should be doing. And then, this article fell in my lap this morning. 5 signs of breadcrumbing in a relationship. Literally what I just fucking went through. We're gonna go through these 5 signs because this is literally what I just fucking went through. And this is something a lot of people go through. And I want you to know you're not alone. And no, you're not fucking crazy. Maybe a little bit. Breadcrumbing can be defined as an act of leading someone on and keeping someone's hopes up through small and superficial acts of interest, enticement, and flirtation, but ultimately disappointing the victim with false expectations. And this can happen in dating and romantic scenarios, in family dynamics, friendships, social media, and even professional situations. Essentially, like it sounds, breadcrumbing someone, giving them little pieces, little morsels of enticement with no intention of following through. Number 1! That hurt my head. Emotional roller coaster and uncertainty. Those at the receiving end of breadcrumbing often experience an emotional roller coaster, disappointed most of the time with occasional false hope. Along with confusion and self-doubt, the victim of breadcrumbing may begin to question and even blame oneself for the breadcrumber's relational neglect. Check. Number 2. Relational dependence. In many cases, breadcrumbing may affect relational dependence where the victim keeps looking for the breadcrumber to dangle the next morsel of false hope to maintain the illusion of positive relationship. Some victims of breadcrumbing may try harder to please and prove their worth. Maybe exactly what the breadcrumber wants. Yeah. Keep in mind, they will come back and show interest and attentiveness when they want something. In other words, breadcrumbs. Check. Number 3. Waiting and surrendering power. Related to relational dependence, the victims of breadcrumbing always seem to be waiting for the breadcrumber to text or call, to follow through on a long-held promise, or to finally show commitment in a relationship. Handed over my power. Check. Number 4 and number 5. Feeling used and manipulated, but being in denial about it. Deep down, many victims of breadcrumbing know better. Hence, 90-day probation. They are being led on and strung along. However, some continue to stay in the relationship to avoid facing the painful truth that the breadcrumber really doesn't give a fuck, and for fear of losing false security. You don't want to be alone, and you don't want to admit to yourself that, once again, you got fucking duped. And then the best part, the loneliness and the emptiness. The outcome of all the conditions above is that the victim of persistent breadcrumbing often feels loneliness, discouragement, depression, and perhaps most of all, emptiness. Check. Back to day 1.